Hello, congratulations on the purchase of your new camper trailer and welcome to Customline. This short film will demonstrate all the features of your camper and show you how to put it up and pack it away. Prior to collection or delivery of your camper, please check to make sure you have a 50mm ball fitted to your tow vehicle, tested your 7-pin plug is wired correctly and in good working order, made arrangements for your registration. In some states, you will need to book up to 2 weeks in advance with motor registration. When taking delivery of your camper, you will receive a customer care folder which contains all the important information regarding care of your camper and warranty information, keys to your storage box and water tank if applicable, and a final checklist from the factory of all accessories fitted. Assuming everything's okay, let's get to your setup instructions. First, to prevent lifting when opening the tent, make sure the over-center latches on the side of your trailer are locked. Next, undo the tonneau cover at the back and on the sides, and then roll it to the front. Now go to the driver's side. Unfold the first stage of the PVC flooring off the side of the trailer and fold out any canvas on either side. When you've done that, fold the remainder of the PVC floor off the camper. Get one person to stand on the passenger side of the camper and using a broom or similar, lift the top bows, that's the roof supports, while the other person stands on the driver's side of the camper and holds the canvas and pulls it slowly. The canvas should now glide easily off the trailer. If you feel the canvas snag, stop pulling immediately, or you could tear the canvas. Next step is to fold the 2 passenger side canvas corners down over the corners of the trailer. Okay, you're going great. So now unzip the doors, the canvas and the screen. Now go into the tent and extend both sides of the first bow. This will push the tent roof over the bed area up into position. Next, extend the third bow as far as it will go. Don't worry about the middle bow, it's permanently set. Great. And here's a tip. To make sure the tent is as taut as possible, readjust the first and third bows. Remember, the middle bow is permanently set. It's time to kick out the floor into the corners and smooth down. Under the mattress, you'll find 2 aluminium spreader bars with C-clips on either end, plus 2 poles with a rubber foot at one end and a C-clip on the other. It's time to install the C-clip poles into the corners of the tent and push the roof up. Adjust the height and twist them to lock. Connect the 2 spreader bars between the main bow and the aluminium crossbar in the roof at the end of the tent. Stretch them out and twist to lock. You're well on the way now. Now it's time to peg down the tent. How many pegs and ropes you use will of course depend on weather conditions. For a quick overnight stop, you may not need any pegs or ropes, but for windy or rainy conditions, you may want to put them all out. We suggest you first fit your windbreak, if you have one, to ensure it lines up with the tent before you peg it all down. If you have shade cloth floor, peg that down before you set up the annex. This will save you time later. You now need to install the 3 annex ridge spreader bars. They will have a hook on one end. Locate these through the 3 eye bolts on the tent and let the spreaders hang loosely for the moment. Zip the main annex roof onto the tent. Next, you need to set up the awning poles. Note that there are 6 7'6" poles and 2 9-foot poles in your pole kit, plus optional spreader bars if you ordered them. The locations of all these poles and spreaders are detailed in your customer care folder. While we give you enough poles, pegs and ropes for a basic setup, you can obtain extras from us at wholesale prices, or you can get them from camping stores, Kmart and so on. Almost done now. If you have annex walls, zip them into place. And here's a tip. Once the walls are zipped on, zip the doors shut before you make your final adjustments to the poles. This way you make sure the door will shut at night. And that's it. You're finished. Time for a cold one. When it's time to pack up, it is possible to leave the main awning attached to the tent. But most people find it much easier to unzip it and pack it away separately. Remember to leave the big end window unzipped. This allows the air to escape when you're folding up the tent. Next, go inside your tent and position the mattress to the centre of the bed base. This is to allow the roof support bow to fold down over the back of the mattress when you pack up. Now release the wing nuts on either side of the first bow, that's the one over the bed, and allow it to slide down to the stops. Remove the aluminium upright poles at the far end of the tent and store them away under the mattress. Next, remove the C-clip spreader bars and pack them away also. And here's a tip. Now you can safely release one wing nut on the third bow on the drawbar side only, but not both. Otherwise, the roof would collapse with you still inside. Standing outside the tent, zip both the screen and canvas door zips around the corner at the top of the door, supporting the third bow with one hand. Reach inside the tent with the other to undo the remaining wing nut. And here's a tip. While you are still supporting the bow, slide your zips the rest of the way closed, then let go of the bow. As the roof collapses, the air will exit the tent through the open back window. Now position yourself on the passenger side of the trailer and pull the first bow down, tucking it over the end of the mattress. Repeat this process for the second bow, but this time you need to tuck the excess canvas and screen in behind the bow as you fold up. For the final bow, you'll need to tuck the canvas in from the passenger side of the trailer only. The canvas that hangs out from the front and back of the trailer must remain out. In fact, it's best if you pull all the canvas out of the front and back once the final bow is lying flat on your trailer. Next, fold the end window flap up onto the top of the trailer. Fold the first part of the floor also onto the top of the trailer, then walk around to the passenger side and pull the floor all the way over until it sits flush with the side of the trailer. The canvas that's hanging over the front and back of the trailer now needs to be folded so it sits on top of the floor. Okay, last thing is to fold the remaining part of the floor up on top of the trailer and pat down any remaining air trapped inside. Now that's done, it's time to fold the canvas corners on the passenger side so you can fit the tonneau cover. Roll the tonneau cover back over the tent and secure it, and you're done. Once you've watched this video a few times, if you are still unsure of anything, please feel free to contact our office and we can talk you through it. We're sure you'll enjoy many years of happy holidays and trouble-free camping in your Customline camper.